God wiped out almost everyone on earth in the great flood. So did he make a mistake when he created man? I'm just going to go out on a limb and say no.
If God saw the future, I cannot understand how he is justified in ending the lives of every living thing just to start over and have the same thing happen again.
Another perspective. Eventually, we will face God, and we will either enter into his rest based on the sacrifice he made for us and our acceptance of that sacrifice by acknowledging the reality of him, the truth of him. Kind of a long way of saying what I would condense in my terms as we gotta like Jesus and want to be with him. The other alternative is we are evil and we don't enter into God's rest for eternity. God will say, I never knew you. You never wanted me. You never wanted to come here. And we might say, but you didn't give me a chance. You didn't give me enough time. A little more time and I might have come. And see, we can't say that because he gives a lot of time. Noah preached to the people around him for 120 years, and no one paid any attention. No one. To everyone around him, Noah was just a right-wing conspiracy theorist with no credibility. And then the flood came. God promised Abraham that he, God, would give Abraham's descendants the land that he was in at the time. But he said, not now, because the evil of the Amorites has not reached its peak. Yes, the Amorites were evil, but God gave them time. The time from the promise to Abraham and when Israel entered the land that had been promised to Abraham and his descendants is about 400 years. So when the Amorites stand before God, which they will, are they going to say, oh, you didn't give us enough time? So yes, God destroys whole nations, the whole earth in the great flood, for evil. But he also shows great patience. It's not like, oh, you sinned, you're done. No, he gives them hundreds of years, sometimes thousands of years, to repent. That is, to turn around and do good instead of evil. God is patient. And the other side of the coin is, if you oppose God for destroying nations, for evil, are you supporting evil? Are you saying evil is good? Are you saying evil should survive? Are you saying that culture of brutality should continue? That is good. So on one hand, God does destroy evil nations, but he is patient with them, giving them a long time to repent. And I believe the reason is so there will be no excuse when they face him. And then there's the other thing. Do you support evil? Is that your position?